Hello everybody, my name is Wanjiku Wanjohi. I am an over 40 woman who has 2 children, has been divorced, I'm a career woman and a business person. Over the years, I can tell you, I have struggled in so many ways with mental health. I have seen my children, I have seen the companies that I support, employees and all manner of people, we all are struggling with some aspect of mental health. Welcome so that we can have further conversations on how we can manage ourselves in these processes that we encounter. Caribbean. Robert Burale, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
It is a pleasure to also see you.
It's good to be here.
Yeah.
Beautiful place here.
Yeah. So let's talk about the MVP projects that you have and men's mental health.
Yes.
Yeah.
The MVP stands for the Men of Valor Project.
Okay.
And really, it was born out of the need for men to get back to their place of holiness. Why? Because we are struggling. Men don't talk. Or even if we talk to the wrong people. And I've been through life's journeys myself. I have tried suicide myself. I have fallen into depression. And I know there are many who are going through that even now. Whereby we are public successes but private failures. Where you see a man very smart and happy family, but deep down they're dying. They're walking with a death certificate in their pocket. So basically, I sat in prayer and I thought and was like, okay, I think the Lord impressed upon my spirit that men are struggling and men are not talking. And we need to bring men to that place that a man who feels as if he is nobody, you call the greatness out. Greatness is not called to great men. Greatness is called out of empty men who feel they're empty. So you call the greatness in them. So a man who feels is the least, you call him the mighty man of valor. So that's really, and men are dying. 77% of the suicides are by men.
All right. So why did you feel that you needed to target the men specifically? Is it because they have not had a platform where they have been listened to, or what is it?
The truth of the matter, we have been ignored.
Yeah.
The truth of the matter is, the society has made people believe to get men together, you only have to bring Nyamachoma.
Yeah.
And I think that has reduced us.
Yeah.
I mean, we have better things, we are made of greater stuff than that, than just bringing men and coalescing around some roasted meat. And I'm sure there's nothing wrong with that at all. But can we just say that we are the leaders, we are born leaders, that we need to be honored and respected the way we have been created to be, you know? And yes, so men have been ignored, and that's why some men are angry, fighting back like, guys, you are here, and you're not taking care of us, you're not bothered with us. And even when you look at it, generally, women's issues are really taken care of. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. No. But to be honest, there comes a time that also men must be respected. When politicians are looking for votes, they get men to do the dirty work, but they promise women and children goodies, not men.
Let me not go into that.
I know.
I'm very popular when it comes to women.
Do you know, most men, when they grow older, their children tell them, Dad, thank you for paying school fees. Thank you for feeding us. And then they tell the mom, thank you for loving us. So men are only appreciated when they're in their place of provision. That's why we see many men in the village reading newspapers for last week, because nobody cares about them. Go to America today, we have children who are sent there, and they call their mothers there, and they have left their fathers here. 75-year-old men reading newspaper weekly review for 50 years ago, because there's nothing else they do. We are dying in silence, and somebody has to speak.
Now, I'm trying to hold my tongue.
I know, I could tell.
Of thought.
Okay.
Because one thing I've realized about women's issues are championed by women themselves.
Right.
So I'm very glad that the MVP project has come in and it is championed by men.
Absolutely.
Because I think there is a realization that for men to handle their mental health properly, it is not another woman who is going to come in and champion that idea. It is you guys who will raise yourselves And I mean, raising yourselves is men who have healed within themselves,
Absolutely.
who have identified what their character is, what they want society. You know, men are the shapers of a society.
Absolutely.
For us, even from the biblical perspective, we are followers.
Help us, yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
You guide us, you tell us this is where we're, and we'll say, okay, tuta.
Absolutely.
Pigia debo, huku ndio tunaenda. You know,
Right,
that
right.
kind of thing. So for me, I'm very glad that you have started out, and many other men's projects that have come up.
Absolutely.
Because at the end of the day, I believe what will happen is that we'll have a better society that is balanced, now championed by men. So I'm routing for you.
Thank you.
And I pray that everything goes well with the projects.
MVP 2023.
Yes, with all the projects that you have set out for the year.
Yes.
So what is your word for other men who are out there when it comes to handling their mental health?
It's okay not to be okay.
Yeah.
But it's not okay to die in silence.
Yeah.
We're leaving no man behind. The MVP is an umbrella that brings men who have been through it all.
Yeah.
We don't want to judge. That's why when you have our meetings, we don't stream live on social media. We're telling men, come and listen to men who know what it is to be auctioned. Come and listen to men who know what it is to lose marriages, to be depressed and get out of that hole. And come and see men who will show you their scars. Because men don't follow stars. Men follow scars. You've got to understand. We don't want to follow somebody who, because he's driving a Mercedes Benz, we may aspire. But we want a man who has been through it all. We want a man who we know his story, from the desperation and the poverty of the village to highest level of corporate ladder and all that. We love scars, not stars. Because our eyes turn scars into stars. You understand? Ladies may be a bit different. And I love what ladies are doing for themselves. It's an amazing thing. But also now let us do things for men. We're tired of, during Father's Day, when you say Happy Father's Day, and you see a woman commenting, and even to us who are the fathers, Happy Father's Day to us. That has to change.
Yeah.
You are not fathers.
Yeah. We will never be bad.
That is why your anatomy is a recipient.
Yeah.
Ours is receive, give.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
So when I hear Happy Father's Day to us women, stop it.
Yes, sir.
Be mothers and we love you the way you are.
Yeah. Yeah.
But there are some things that only the voice of a man will impart on a child. Just the way there is a grace that a woman carries that a child needs. But you cannot speak in a soprano and a bass at the same time. You'll confuse the child.
Yeah. All right. So you mentioned at some point you struggled with depression.
Yes, ma'am.
What tools did you use to get yourself out of that hole?
Did I use any tools? I think somebody just came and saw I was, I love being clean shaven. I'm not clean shaven right now, but I love being clean shaven. But for about 3 months, I don't even shave.
Wow.
So you can imagine, I went to my barber and he was like, sit there. He didn't even know who I was. And a friend of mine said, there's a problem. There's a time a friend of mine found me seated outside City Hall on the pavement in a brown suit. And I knew there's a problem. So I was lucky enough to have friends who said, you know what, there is a problem. Yeah. And that's why MVP is there. That because we have been through it, I can tell a man who is smiling and looking well put together, and I can say this one has mental health issues. So because we know we are that journey, so people who have been through that journey got me out. And now what happens? Go back and do the same for other people. Because depression is no longer walking, talking to yourself. Depression is bumping your head into your nice SUV or the traffic. Depression is just nice Giorgio Armani 160. Super 160. That's depression. Depression is those guys who are watching Manchester United, Arsenal jumping up and down in the club. Depression now has camouflaged itself. So it needs a third eye. And before the third eye, depression is revealed by a man who has been through it and shows the scars. And then somebody sitting will say, oh my goodness, that's who I am right now. But if it got out, that's why MVP, once we're done with the meeting, we have people just having tea, talking to each other on the side. So if somebody said something that you liked, pull him on the side and say, you know what, I'm also going through this. What can I do? And then we introduce men to walk with each other through these journeys of life.
What would you like to tell funders, bodies that would be interested to sponsor such initiatives, and things like that, what would you want to tell them to inspire them or to know the reason why they should come on board on such projects?
Allow me to be very candid. Sadly, not very many are enthusiastic about coming to fund Matters Men. Because I do understand, if you sit on the other side of the corporate table, there's a question, what is in it for us? And I know that's why it is. But when it comes to Matters Men, we may not be as loud on social media or promoting your products or saying this and that. But I'm begging and I'm asking from the depths of my being that these funders should now, when they look at men's issue, look with the eyes of humanity. That's it. Yeah. We may not have the best presentation that, we gather every 2 weeks. Ladies can gather every weekend.
Oh, yeah.
But men, we can't.
Yeah.
So we have a disadvantage of that. So we humbly ask that you have the eyes of humanity. Because if men get back to their place of authority, the ladies who work for you will not suffer domestic violence. The men will come and give their best. We are tired of men appearing okay Monday to Friday, and then you're told they committed suicide on Saturday, and it is your manager. So look, yes, exactly. Just look with the eyes of humanity, and once men get back to their seat of authority in fullness and wholeness, society is a better place. Yeah. And if society is a better place, your companies will do well in an environment that is conducive for these things to thrive.
Is there a demographic that you're looking at? Is there, who are you targeting?
I'm targeting from 18 onwards. Yeah. It doesn't mean you have ignored the rest. It's because now the ones under 18, we have mentorship programs for them. Okay. Because we have to respect the fact that there's an age that is too young to hear some things. It may be too heavy for them. Yeah. And remember, the young boys may hear things that instead of them running away from it, because they had it, they'll want to experiment it. So we don't want to, with good intention, take people to do the wrong thing. So for the 18 and above, they can receive some heavy stuff. For the young people then, we mentor them based on their age and we know the language to use so that we don't have a negative ambition with young people. So 18 and above, we have CEOs sitting next to a Form 4 dropout. You understand? Yeah. We have a billionaire sitting next to somebody who does not know where his next meal is going to come from. At the MVP, the ground is level. The ground is absolutely level because we are not there with the title. The first thing we'll say, as you walk in, leave your title out there. Please pick them at the parking once you're done. But as you enter the hall, leave your title out there. We sit, we cry as men, and crying is not screaming and wailing like in a funeral, no. It's crying for men is that handshake and looking at each other and biting your lip to say, you got to fight one more day. That is us crying. But then at the end is leaving no man behind, like the American soldiers. Even in the place of war, an injured soldier is never left in enemy territory. Even the ones who are dead, they received the 21 guns of wood. It's bringing honor back to them.
Yeah. So no religious, if you have a religious background, that is
are you a man?
As long as you
come.
Yes.
And you know, I have to be very clear. When you are born a man, in this generation now, we have crazy things. So
very
please,
important.
let me make this clear.
Very important.
When you are born and the doctor looked at you and said, it's a boy. Not the ones who decided to be boys halfway through. When you're a man.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Did I just say that?
Yeah,
but it's the truth.
All right.
Mwanaume ni kusweat kidogo.
And you vizuri kusweat. Anyway, you were told to till the land.
We love to till the land.
Yeah.
Then we can have the ladies to help us. Yeah. But it's unfair to ask the ladies to help us if we don't know the garden.
That's true.
So actually, that's also one of the main things, is to show the men your place of purpose before you ask a woman to help you. What is she helping you do?
Yeah. All right. Thank you very much, Robert. I don't know why I'm clapping.
Can I put my hat on? You know, this must be on radio too.
Oh my goodness.
Really brand. Please close up. Okay.
Thank you very much for joining us, Robert Burale.
It's happening,
Thank you very much for joining us today.
Thank you.
Also, we wish you all the best with the project, Men of Valor project. We look forward to having wholesome husbands.
Yes. And by the way, just before you go off, there's one of the conferences, what we'll do by the end of the year is invite ladies to come.
Oh.
invite ladies to come,
All right.
and we shall take the conversation in a way that you can understand.
Yeah.
And then from there, we'll see how the society will be.
Okay. I'm very curious because there are so many single ladies out here and they're looking for wholesome.
Yeah, but the problem, ladies, they're looking for men who are complete.
No, we're looking for wholesome, at least healed.
But what is wholesome? Sometimes the people who are light to wholesome is a Range Rover Sport and a six-pack.
No. Wholesome is where you're a man of character,
Yes,
you're aware of your wounds,
absolutely.
and are working on that healing. We're all working on something.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But then acknowledging to yourself that
I'm dealing with this.
I'm dealing with it. It is
Absolutely.
okay to deal. And the fact that you're aware, I honor you because you're
Absolutely.
aware. And in the process, you protect me as your woman because you're aware of the work that you're dealing with. So I think that is what women are looking for.
MVP are preparing those men.
Please prepare the
Absolutely.
Because Mans to 40 has a collection of women
Yes.
who are also working on themselves to make sure that.
And the public must know I've been given this cup, I'm going with it.
Oh my God, Robert! Thank you very much, and all the best.
Thank you so much.
Okay, that was fun.